Peace, cook, think fast. I just thought about like on the as above, so below vibe, which law of correspondence helps to really understand the fullness of our being. But anyway, I was thinking about how of course, for some people this may vary, whether it's your mom's crib, father's crib, the house that we grew up in. You know what I'm saying? Or the area we grew up in, whatever, cause as I put out these things, I realized, some people might have not even had a home or this and that, you know what I'm saying? But let's just say that that area, you know, that you spent most of your time growing up in, for whether how negative or positive it was, because we all picked that situation in the first place anyway, so before we get to like, oh, it was bad or this shit was good or whatever, it was all us regardless, Uh, but like I realized how it's like the Akashic records, like on a physical level, like you got the metaphysical, you got the non quote unquote non physical aspect of records as far as like the Akash that we could tap into, through our DNA and through just the energy signature of our soul, going to Akashic records is basically like a record of all that is, was, going to be, and all that good stuff. But matter of fact, it's somewhat personified in the movie Interstellar. If you ever watched Interstellar and the brethren going through the little when he in the Tesseract, they also mention the Tesseract and the wrinkle in time with Oprah in the movie, but going through these different little levels. But I realized, when I came across this ring, and this ring comes from a fair, like I don't know, this was like elementary school. So I had this ring, bought this in elementary school, and just having it, I'm like, bruh, just looking at the amazingness of like, damn, like mom's crib, like the Akashic records, like go back into the vault, like what I'm saying, like what it got, from still some different little wrestling men and stuff like that I had in the past, or it might be certain little articles of clothing, you know what I'm saying? Again, for those who could relate, well, it been kept in that area or whatever, by our guardians or parents, whatever, and come being able to come back to that as a little Akashic, because again, whether it's the home vibe or like say for instance your house was out on the street or whatever, and you come to a particular area where the first person you met or that helped you to grow up on that level, out there like that, you come across them or that certain little area and you get these little aspects or you remember certain little things that you might have stashed for yourself or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? That kind of revamps, or bring you to a place of dealing with those memories and seeing how you can go back to these areas, to possibly get little trinkets or little things, you know what I'm saying? Amulets or, energy itself, from these older realms of our existence, and how, again, it has a physical representation of that. Because again, the root chakra, the root, where we come from, out the womb, you know what I'm saying, from out our moms. And that's why the mom's mitochondria tracks the DNA, where in all actuality, to really like connect with our like lineage, we should be keeping our mom's last name. So even with that, and that's a fact. So as much as, oh no, you gotta have a male last name, blah, blah, blah. Look, your DNA lineage travels through your mom's mitochondria. Put on your big boy and your big girl pants and accept that. But, anyway, just laughing at how, again, coming across these little old relics in the physical aspect of the Akashic records, aka the root, root chakra also deals with Saturn, the law of karma, That's what we dealing with now, that primordial mother energy, you know what I'm saying? Like getting back to the root, because think about it, our spiritual awakening right now is basically a macrocosmic level of mommy problems. It's like, all right, let's see where this all started at, why I'm here, what I'm dealing with, and all this, has to deal with mommy problems. And I say mommy problems, but the relationship with our mother, from a godly aspect down to in our human body suits. You know, it all balls back to that relationship. You know what I'm saying? As above, so below, you know, our astral body got this connection, you know, to the center of the galaxy, you know what I'm saying? AKA the vesica Pisces or the vagina or the womb, you know what I'm saying? Of the primordial mother energy. And then on the physical level, this bodysuit came out of a physical, womb, from that darkness, let there be that little solar phallic light, you know, but just seeing that correlation on all levels on the as above, so below aspect. But peace, peace, happy now. Now's the vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the